Hi students, in this presentation I am going to explain the adaptive radiation in Darwin's finches. Let us understand the Galapagos Islands. It is located in the Pacific Ocean, 1000 km off the coast of Ecuador. The volcanic Galapagos Islands are a living laboratory of evolution and a conservation template for the rest of the world. Consisting of 13 main islands and over 120 rocky islets, are surrounded by 133,000 km square of marine reserve. Both land and sea are home to an incredible array of species, many of which are found nowhere else on Earth. When Charles Darwin arrived there in 1835, during his voyage on the HMS Beagle, he discovered many species not found anywhere else in the world. For example, several species of finches, of which 13 are now known to exist. One of the classic examples of adaptive radiation under natural selection is the evolution of 13 closely related species of Darwin's finches. Darwin's finches, named after Charles Darwin, are small land birds, 13 of which are endemic to the Galapagos Islands. The term Darwin's finches was first applied by Percy Lowe in 1936 and popularized in 1947 by David Lack in his book Darwin's Finches. The birds vary in size from 10 to 20 cm and weigh between 8 and 38 grams. The smallest are the warbler finches and the largest is the vegetarian finch. The most important differences between species are in the size and shape of their beaks, which are highly adapted to different food sources. The birds are all dull colored. These passerine birds have adapted to a diversity of habitats and diets, some feeding mostly on plants and others exclusively on insects. The various shapes of their bills are clearly adapted to probing, grasping, biting, or crushing, the diverse ways in which the different Galapagos species obtain their food. The explanation for such diversity is that the ancestor of Galapagos finches arrived in the islands before other kinds of birds and encountered an abundance of unoccupied ecological niches. Its descendants underwent adaptive radiation, evolving a variety of finch species with ways of life capable of exploiting opportunities that on various continents are already exploited by other species. Now, we are going to discuss various species of finches in Galapagos. Grey warbler finch. These finches are found mostly on smaller, drier islands. Green warbler finch. It is a vulnerable species. Until 2008, it was thought that this was the same species as the grey warbler finch. Mangrove finch. These rare finches are only found in a small area on Isabella. Woodpecker finch. This finch is well known for its use of tools. It can use a twig, stick, or cactus spine to dislodge invertebrates from trees. Large tree finch. This species has a large, powerful bill with a thick base and is found on a number of the islands. Medium tree finch. They are critically endangered species. This finch is only found in highlands of Floriana. Small tree finch. These finches are small and have distinctive, short, curved beaks which they use to mostly feed on insects. Large ground finch. The largest of Darwin's finches, both in size and beak size. They have large, short beaks for cracking large seeds and nuts. Medium ground finch. These finches are found on a number of the islands and feed mainly on seeds. Small ground finch. One of the most common species of finch found throughout the islands. Large caddis finch. This finch is one of the most variable of the finches in appearance, and they feed on a range of foods including Opuntia cacti. Common cactus finch. As their name suggests, they feed mostly on Opuntia cacti. When the Opuntia are in flower, the finches feed almost exclusively on pollen and nectar. During other times of the year, they will feed on Opuntia seeds and fruits. They will also feed on a range of other vegetable food and invertebrates. Sharp-beaked ground finch. Although most populations feed mainly on seeds, these finches found on the small and remote islands of Wolf and Darwin often drink the blood of large seabirds such as boobies. This has given them an alternate name, vampire finch. Darwin's finches continue to be a very valuable source of biological discovery. Certain advantages of studying this group allow further breakthroughs in our understanding of changes in recent island biodiversity, mechanisms of speciation and hybridization, evolution of cognitive behaviors, principles of bee-joe biomechanics, as well as the underlying developmental genetic mechanisms in generating morphological diversity. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.